What up, everybody? Good morning. 6:31 a.m. here over in New York City. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Miles of Horror, your home for all things horror, physical media, and indie cult cinema. And as always, the only channel that's going to make you scream. So if you guys would be so kind as to hit that like button, please subscribe to my channel. It doesn't cost you a dime. So grab a coffee, come hang, and I want to talk to you guys today about a movie I just watched, just straight up B movie goodness that I'm willing to bet the majority of you have not seen because I never even heard of it. I picked it up probably like 4 or 5 years ago and never got around to watching it till just now, and I fucking loved it. I had so much fun with it. It was absolute B movie goodness, and I think you guys will enjoy it. So the movie, if you have not seen it, take a look at this.
Get away from her, you bitch!
So you might have seen some familiar faces in that trailer, but the movie is called The Halfway House, and it fucking rocks. And if you're not familiar with what a B movie is, B movie is um it relates to, back in the 50s and 60s. I believe that's when it was happening. They would have double features at the movie theaters, and they would have an A movie and a B movie, and the B movie was considered the lesser of the two and kind of like the intro to what the main feature was, which was the A movie. And so it usually had like crappy effects, and it was like kind of a shitty movie. But over the years, a love grew for these B movies, and hence the term B movie. And so in horror specifically, movies that have crappy special effects, lame plot, usually a lot of nudity, and they're just kind of like exploitation films, those are usually considered B movies. So Halfway House it fits that bill wholeheartedly, and I loved it for so many reasons. But first of all, again, you probably noticed a couple of familiar faces in that right there. And so, first off, one of the stars of this movie is Mary Warrenoff, who plays Sister Cecilia in the movie. And if you don't know who she is, she's this bitch. She was in House of the Devil, which is one of my favorite movies. She's in a lot of things, but most notably for me, I loved her in House of the Devil. She's one of the wife and the husband and wife combination. Um, you have Athena Demos, who plays Angelina. You have Janet Tracy Kaiser, who's the main girl in the movie. She is fantastic. Larissa Morgan. You have Stephanie Lees, who's Cherry Pop Pulowski. And you have a mostly female cast that really just rocks. All beautiful women, of course. B movie goodness. But anyway, what's really cool about this movie, before I get into like the plot and everything, is that it is directed by Kenneth Hall. Now, if you guys are unfamiliar with Kenneth Hall, he originally worked for Empire Full Moon Productions, working on Dungeon Master. And then he graduated from that and eventually wrote Puppet Master. So listen to some of his besides the fact that he did special effects on so many different films, listen to what he wrote. He wrote Puppet Master, Night Visit, Clown at Midnight. I have the VHS of that. Linnea Quigley's Horror Workout, Nightmare Sisters, which is one of my absolute favorite B movies of all time, Evil Spawn, and The Tomb. So the guy's got a solid amount of credits to his name. And again, like, he wrote The Puppet Master, so you know that there's some traction here. You know he knows what he's doing out there. But anyway, the basic plot of the movie is a jogger gets kidnapped in the opening scene and basically gets fed to this Cthulhu-looking monster. And Sister Cecilia and her minions run this halfway house for convicts and hooligans, and they're all female. And by the way, they're all very wildly attractive, and that's kind of a trademark of a B movie. And slowly but surely, the women of the halfway house get fed to this Cthulhu monster in bizarre and just fun ways. Again, it's undoubtedly a B movie. The late night creature feature you would go see with your friends, an unbelievably good time. The original concept of the movie was that the jogger gets kidnapped with, and then there's this deranged kind of son that was feeding girls to a monster in his basement. So that was the kind of opening premise, but it kind of evolved into this HP Lovecraftian style basement cellar dweller church Christianity type situation, and that's kind of where the movie goes into. And so, as I mentioned, the cast is absolutely fantastic. They really do a good job. A lot of young women. I kind of There's some of their first roles, and I watched the featurette after, which is ton of fun. And it goes into the fact that a lot of these women were like just pulled off the street, their first roles, and they did a great job. But like again, when you're thinking of a B movie and low budget, bad effects, sometimes it's better to have first time actors and actresses because it adds to the B movie style of it. um, Anyway, there is an ungodly amount of nudity in this movie, as with most B movies. It just adds to the charm. The women do a fantastic job. They're all beautiful women. So really, really fun in that sense. The practical effects are exactly what you would expect. Nothing flashy, but the monster looks fantastic. They made it with like paper and cardboard and other household items. And like I said, they have a really cool behind the scenes featurette in the extras that go into detail about how they made it, etc. The tone of the movie never takes itself too seriously, and with all good B movies, it's exactly what you want. It even goes as far as there's one death that is a dude gets beheaded in the middle of doing it, and so there are a ton of fun kills in there. And so, guys, the movie is Halfway House, and like I said, I'm going to tell you where and how you can get and watch this in just a second, but so much fun. And again, it was sitting on my shelf for years. I picked it up. I think I got it at the archive, actually, is where I originally first got it. I did a trip out there a couple years ago, probably like 3 or 4 years ago, and I just did a big order, and I just picked up Halfway House, and I just watched it for the first time. It was sitting on my shelf, and I just loved it. It's like the perfect movie to put on like late afternoon Saturday, just to kind of like watch some schlocky goodness, and it's just a blast. Like such a fun movie. Like I get such value out of those movies that are just you watch it, you enjoy it, and that's it. It's not really like meant to be anything more than that. It's not winning any awards, but it's just fun. So anyway, this movie is an Intervision movie, but it's sold on Severin's website. Severin Films did a release of this. So if you're interested, it's actually on sale right now. Let me share my screen. You're gonna head over to Severin, I believe it's severinfilms.com. Let's see. Just type in severin.com, it should come up. So yeah, severinfilms.com. And if you just type in Halfway House right here, it'll take you right to the movie. Now, like I said, it's on sale, 20% off right now. It's definitely still in stock, so you can definitely get it. But also keep in mind that we did Carnosaur also. I didn't realize that. Keep in mind that Severin last year did a crazy summer sale, and so they might go on sale even further. I expect it will midsummer, but obviously there's no way to guarantee that. I mean, $20 for a Blu-ray still not bad either. But yeah, Halfway House Ross, guys, head over to Severin if you're interested in picking it up. I don't want to show you any of the stills or anything because there's a lot of nudity in here. But the movie rocks. It's so much fun. Definitely check it out. And so, yeah, The Halfway House, written by Kenneth Hall, the writer of Puppet Master. Really just fantastic B movie goodness. Go check it out. Let me know if you've seen it. If you have, I'd be shocked because I mean, this was sitting on my shelf and I never watched it. So let me know if you have ever even heard of it, or if not, maybe you want to go check it out now. Hit me up in the comments, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe. Appreciate you hanging out, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.